We have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-DAVID-P. The voicemail line is made possible by our good friends at Linguist, which is a simple and super effective language learning app with a clean, easy to use interface. They use AI algorithms to recognize your weaknesses and help you learn a language more quickly. I've been using it to brush up on my French with much success. You can try it out for free, no credit card needed, at linguist.com/Pakman. That's linguist with a V.com/Pakman. Here's a voicemail with a very strong assertion about the future of the presidency of the United States. Take a listen to this.
Andrew Yang will be the next president. He has a strange amount of support on the conservative side and a great amount of support on the Democratic side, you know, from actual people. So it's just reminding me a lot of Trump. He has a crazy amount of support on both sides, and he's just going to win. He's going to be the next president. People are memeing about him. He's going to be the next president, and yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew Yang has been rising and very quickly. His ideas are appealing to some libertarians. His ideas are appealing to some on the left. There is more criticism lately of Andrew Yang from the left, critiques of his particular position on college tuition, critiques of the particular way that he is laying out his universal basic income plan. But in the immediate, Andrew Yang is rising. His name recognition is growing. He has gotten a number of mainstream sort of corporate media interviews, and he is raising more and more money. Now, what's important to remember is in order to be on the ballot in November of 2020, you first have to win the Democratic primary. So if people on the right or the middle are liking Andrew Yang, many of them don't vote in the Democratic primary, so they can help him by donating money, which of course is a big thing. But it's unclear whether that actually helps him secure votes in a direct way in the Democratic primary. So the claim that he will be the next president, statistically speaking, you're probably not likely to win that bet, although anything is possible. I'm personally super interested in seeing what the next 3 months hold for Andrew Yang's candidacy. And by the way, Pat, is he no longer doing our show because he's too big now? He's been doing our show for a year, and we seem to be unable to get him back on now that he's a big shot.
Yeah, so we've had him on twice. I'm in contact with one of his people, and we want to have him on again soon. But you're right, he's on Joe Rogan, he's on MSNBC and all these cable outlets. I hope he's not getting too big for us. But if he is getting too big for us, I guess that means that his candidacy is taking off, and that's good news in some respect.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if he came back on the show, because we've been talking about him for a year, and our clips with him have hundreds of thousands of views at this point. Maybe people should politely tweet him and say, "Hey, you're going back on the David Pakman show, right? Because he was interviewing you before all of these other people." That would be maybe a nice thing to do, because I would love to get him back on and dig deeper into some of his policy ideas. We've got a great bonus show coming up for you today. Make sure that you are a member or a patron to get instant access to the bonus show. I'll speak to you then.